Good morning and welcome to Cut the Kibble. It's 9 a.m. and we've gone for a walk. Bella has eaten, I have not. I have ribs in my Ninja slow cooker cooking for my husband and myself, and I just cooked up some salmon to make a recipe for Bella. So I want to share that recipe with you. If you saw my Instagram story, and I'm still learning how to use Instagram story, I showed you how I cooked my salmon, but let me review that. I haven't even had my coffee this morning, so I'll be drinking that while I talk to you. Anyway, you can use canned salmon, that's not a problem, but I bought a half a pound of salmon at the store, fresh salmon. Normally I buy it when it's like half price, when they're gonna reduce it because the date's gonna be expired in 1 or 2 days. But this was a half a pound for like $7. And I did it because I know it's expensive, but I just wanted to share with you how to do this recipe. So I put it on a pan, and then I put parchment paper on top. I never use aluminum foil. It's just not healthy. There's been tests shown that if you cook with aluminum foil, something gets in the food from the aluminum, you can get Alzheimer's or whatever. So I use parchment paper all the time. And all I did was spray the fish with coconut oil spray, and I stuck it in the oven at 350 for like 15 minutes until done. So it's cooked, and I'm going to put, you see this, the salmon in my food processor. But I'm not going to put the skin, okay? The skin is very fatty and it's not good for the dog. But salmon is so good for your dog. Salmon has omega-3s, omega-6s fatty acid. It's good protein. It's excellent for the dog. Try to get not farm raised, but wild caught salmon. That's better. The farm raised, the salmon are together so close, and there's all these antibiotics so they don't get sick, and you're getting those antibiotics. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to do wild caught. So I'm putting all the salmon into my food processor. And since that's only a half a pound, normally when I cook with 1 or 2 pounds. But since this is only half a pound, I'm going to go easy on everything else that I put in. So in here I have a 1/4 cup of collard greens that have been cooked. I bought them frozen. And I have like less than 1/4 cup of chickpeas that I had left over in the refrigerator. I'm going to put those in there. And to that, normally I've told you I cook with sweet potato, but I have some pumpkin left over. I made some nice cream the other day for myself with frozen bananas and pumpkin pie filling. It was so good. I'm going to put not much, maybe like almost a tablespoon in. Okay, again, I'm only doing a little because it's not a lot of protein, and as we've been saying, your protein should be 65% of the whole recipe. And then, lastly, well, wait a minute, I have something in here. I forgot about this. Yeah. You always have to have your liver. Remember that 5% needs to be liver. So I just have one of these. Normally for a recipe of 2 pounds, I do 4, but I'm only doing 1. I am not a mathematician. I am not a vet, but I've been doing this for like 12 years, and my dogs only go to the vet for dentals and well checkups. They do not get sick. And also to this, I'm going to add blueberries. They're great for potassium, fiber, and omegas. Blueberries I put in all my recipes, even my treats. They are just such a good food. And lastly, what I'm going to put in here, we've talked about this. This is just a mixture of ground pumpkin seed and ground flax seed, and I'm just gonna put half a teaspoon in. And this is the seaweed calcium that you can get on Amazon, and it's 1 teaspoon per pound of protein. And I'm not a mathematician, but I know that it's a half a teaspoon I need to put in. Again, some people make their own calcium. They dehydrate eggshells and you know, crush them up. I can't do it all. You can't do it all. But if you can cook for your dog, that's the best thing you would do for your dog. And you can cut corners by getting seaweed calcium, by getting frozen vegetables that are not from China and don't have salt in it and other ingredients. You don't have to do everything from scratch. I do say fresh is best, but what I mean from that is fresh, meaning you're making the dog food. You're not giving your dog kibble, things that have been just totally dehydrated and just sucked. The nutritional value of everything has been sucked out. I mean, don't do that. Please don't do that. Anyway, this is it. I think I'm going to add a teeny tiny bit of water to this. Again, I don't know if you can see it, but no, you can't. I use filtered water. We have a whole house water filter system here because my son, believe it or not, is allergic to the water where we live because of all the excessive chlorine. And then we have an under the sink reverse osmosis water filters for added filtering of the water. And I'm just going to whiz this up. And hopefully I have the food processor turned on this time. Okay? And I'm gonna get it a little bit more mixed together. I want those collard greens to not be visible so I can trick her. Because if I spill a collard green or spinach on the ground, she won't eat it. But if I put it in the food processor and it's all mixed together, she just licks the bowl clean. So here it is, and I'll even try to show it to you. I don't know, how would we see that? It's kind of hard for you to see that, so let's take some out. It looks like tuna fish. Can you see that? So what I'm going to do now, again, this is not going to make a lot of meals. I'm just judging right now. I think it's probably going to make 4 meals. I do not give salmon every day to Bella. I mean, I don't eat salmon every day. I mean, I may eat a protein every day, alternating chicken, for me, chicken, turkey, beef. But salmon, I just eat, I don't know, once every 2 weeks. And I treat my dog the same way. Salmon could be a little rich. It's very healthy for the dog because of the omegas, but I personally would not give it every day. So I'm gonna pack this up and flash freeze it and have it ready. I hope you're enjoying my videos. Please leave comments for me. Please follow me on Instagram to see my latest videos that I release. Please subscribe to me and give me questions. What'd you think, Bella? Did you like it? Why don't we say hi to everybody before we go? So, we're signing off here. It's a Tuesday morning. It's going to rain later this afternoon, so I thought I would share a recipe with you. And my sous chef gets a little treat. I'm giving her some salmon. I'm not giving her a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so until the next time we talk, thank you for watching as I cut the kibble.